Okay, tonight's spaghetti is going to have, as you can see, minced garlic. This is the way I normally cook it. 3 pounds of ground lean sirloin and 3 pounds of 80/20 honeysuckle white turkey, ground turkey, all kneaded together and mixed, and diced up 1 whole bell pepper, green bell pepper, and sliced up 1 whole onion, yellow onion. And along with it, we're going to have ragu, mushroom chunky, and a can of mushroom stems pieces, and whole mushrooms, 2 cans of stewed tomatoes, and 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. And I will boil in a separate container angel hair pasta, and when it's done, I'll mix it all together. And our next video you'll see is with it being done. Alright, stir this. Failed to mention a while ago that I will be adding some paprika, and a little bit of garlic powder, just because I know I'm putting garlic, fresh garlic in there. I like to add that too, and a good bit of black pepper, probably about a tablespoon. And I'm not going to add any bouillon to it. And about the same amount of salt, about half a tablespoon. Now, I've got the water getting hot over here, and I like to add a little olive oil, which this is the real stuff. You don't want the fake stuff. There is imitation out there. Beware. Add a little bit of that. Makes those noodles so much better. And with my pasta, I'm not going to add it until it starts boiling, but what I like to do is just take it in the box, break it. Just break it. Be crazy with it. Oh, and if you're wondering, this is just my work attire. I hadn't taken it off yet. Like that right there. And then now you can, when it's boiling, you can just take it and turn it over and pour it right in. And don't forget to keep stirring this. Keep it stirred. Mixing it all in real well. Ow, that's hot. See? That's hot too. Everything's hot. Wonder why. A little bit of a shoulder workout involved in it too, especially when you're cooking this much. But it lasts all week. It's great leftovers. It keeps well in the fridge. And it's like my chili. Every time you eat it, it's better and better. Alright, the water is almost at a boil, so we're fixing to add our noodles. Stir this one more time. And oh, look at me, Mom. I got on party pants. That's me. Party pants. It's gonna be so good. Yummy. Already making me hungry. Alright, we're right there. It's boiling, so we'll go ahead and put our noodles in. Not our old dales, but our noodles. Smart, huh? You might get a couple little flyers, you know, that when you break it, but Don't hurt nothing. The flyways. There we go. We'll let that come to a boil. I generally don't let it get too well done because I'm kind of recooking it in with this as well. So, but I get it where it's tender and just about there. You know, you just kind of know. And also, I like to rinse it. I'll rinse the noodles before I add it to this, after I drain it and everything. So, next video will be when it's all done, or when I put it together. Maybe I'll do it then. Yeah. Okay, I've taken the liberty of rinsing the mushrooms because I like to rinse the preservatives out of them. And we're about to where the onions and everything is caramelized real good. And mushrooms can kind of go in at any time, really. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll put in raw mushrooms at the very start. And there's the whole ones, and here's more slices. I love mushrooms, so some people don't like them, so that would be different. What I like to do is go ahead and stir the mushrooms in. My noodles are there. We'll go ahead and turn the fire off of them. Get these stirred in. All this is browned really, really nice. Well cooked in. I like to let my meat cook just a little bit longer than normal. Gives it just does something. I don't know what it does, but it does something. When it cooks a little longer, it is a lot better. See? Add a little bit more black pepper to that because I don't think I added enough. I like to be able to see it in there. Let's see. Get it open first. This time I'm just going to use the side with the little holes in it instead of the open side, so I don't add too much. I don't want to add way too much, but I like the flavor of it in there. You gotta have it. Get that good and stirred in. Well, that smells good. Alright. Next is I'm going to add the, it doesn't matter what order these go in here. All this stuff go in at the same time. Petite diced. And I'm going to add some spring water to, I filled it about a quarter of the way full. Do it like that. It gives me a good base also on how much water I'm adding to it. And I'm rinsing it out at the same time. Now my stewed tomatoes, again about a quarter can full. I always like to clean the tops too when I open them because of dust in the market and stuff like that. Growing up, we used to stew our own tomatoes. We didn't have to worry about that. My Memaws spaghetti was unbeatable, and I mean that. Now, sometimes I'll put the whole jar, sometimes I'll put half the jar. This time I'm going to put the whole thing. A bit of a rinse out here. Put the lid at. That's alright. Alright. Good enough. I'm not going to split hairs with it. Alright, now I'll stir that back together. Get it worked in, and I'll get this to a boil, and then I'll turn it to a simmer. And in the meantime, I'm going to be rinsing these noodles and getting them ready to go in. By that time, this should be at a boil because it's still pretty hot. It don't cool down that much when you're adding the stuff to it, considering how hot it was, how much heat built up into it already. That makes a perfect little spoon holder in one of the cans to sit by if you don't want to lay it into its regular spoon holder. Alright, so now I like to use this. I like to use this guy and pour it into there and then rinse it back and forth and stuff. And I'll pause for a minute and show you in just a second. Okay, see how these are? I have rinsed and drained these noodles twice. Very key to making good fillets and things. The little details more than anything else. Kind of like your macaroni and cheese. A lot of people don't know to add a little spoonful. Same thing in black eyed peas. Black eyed peas. Add a little spoonful of a little pinch of sugar, and it makes it taste so much better. I'm not gonna give away all my secrets. All right. I don't want none of this to go to waste. I want all of them in there. Every one of y'all get in there. Alright, now put him aside. Put some water in that. I like to do a little maintenance cleaning as I cook also. Get it all done at one time. Now, stir these guys in with this, and I'll put it on a, come here, it ain't going nowhere. Put this down to quarter fire, which is make it simmer and cook together, and I'll put the top on it and let it cook together for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll be ready to serve. And that's a full pot right there. Gotta be good to be able to get it this close. And when you get done eating and it cools down to where you can touch the pot, you can stick it in the refrigerator and nothing will get spoiled, and it'll be good for the next day. Alright, and that should be about done. The Memaws would do a little taste test. That's perfect. Good.